Hello friends, this is Julian with Flow Permaculture. I'll explain to you how I'm growing mushrooms on alder logs. So this is a nitrogen fixer, pioneer species here in the Northwest. It grows super abundant, fixes nitrogen, and it's the primary canopy, and then the conifers are the slower growing climax species. So they grow, they're short-lived, 30 to 40 to 50 years, maybe a little longer sometimes, and then they die off. So what we do is we gather them. We're clearing a field here for a food forest. And so we gather them like this. When we fall the trees, we leave them whole. Um, you want to inoculate them with mushroom mycelium within a month, I would say. You can go a little longer, but ideally 2 weeks to a month. Some say that um, you can inoculate them right away, even with the alders. There's some woods that it's not the best for, but yeah, so you can pretty much cut them that day and buck them down. But we cut them in pieces like this to let them rest for a couple weeks, and then the day before we inoculate, we cut them into 4-foot pieces, 3.5 to 4 foot. If they're super chunky, if they're over 6 inches, we cut them a little shorter. So pretty much we put them on these rolling tables I built here with just simple materials, 2x4s and some wheels. And then we put them on here, and I have a side grinder with a special bit that drills in here. I think it's 11/16. And then we have this tool, and that's the wide range shiitake mushroom mycelium, the white stuff here, on sawdust. So this thing here picks it up here and then plugs it right in like that, right to the surface. Then the next step is I have a little can here with melted wax. This is soy wax. You can use cheese wax or any kind of wax. And then you cover it up. And so you do that. It takes about 3 minutes a log to fill and wax. And then you stack them. And I'm going to stack them in the conifers over here where there's a creek. So yes, with mushroom log cultivation, warmth, moisture is the two things you need. So keeping them under conifer year-round shade in a protected spot where there's not too much wind, so they stay moist. And there's some different stacking methods, but like pretty much like this, dun, 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 like 5 like that, and then 5 like that, and 5 like that, 5 like that, to give them a little space, but still be a low cradle so they keep moist. And then they incubate for each mushroom's a little different, but the shiitake is about 8 months to a year, and then they'll start fruiting naturally, or you can soak them to initiate fruiting. Um, yeah, so that's how we do it in a nutshell. Have any questions? Let me know. Pura vida.